Shato, you've been disgracing me for a lot. I've been watching you and you've been all on top of me, constantly picking on me. What did you got to say now, my brother? Man, I'm sorry. I should just kept my mouth closed. No, that's not an excuse. Because when I don't do good, you get on me. What do you got to say now, my brother? Man, please forget. No, not forgive me. See, you had already messed up. You messed up already, you piece of crap dookies, you do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get JC in here, and JC is going to man up on you. And JC is going to give you a 3-piece. Do you want JC to give you a 3-piece? No, man. I seen what he did with Dragic. I don't want none of that, man. I don't. Please, brother, please forgive me. I don't want none of that. I just don't want it. What's up, people? It's your man, Urban Lover, coming from your mama's basement. The only thing I want to say is this. Why, Walton, why? The game before that gets pulled, and I said it earlier. I was saying, like, why ain't the guys going to the paint, throwing fouls, stop selling for the threes? And it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, the next game, you come out and y'all do exactly that. Go to the paint, get the guys, get the other guys involved. Nice passing inside, killing it inside interior. Guys dunking it, laying it up. And I'm sitting there saying, like, why couldn't we just do that the last game? When D'Angelo Russell was doing his thing, why did you stop it? Why do you let these guys settle for three? You don't have to win by the 3-ball all the time, and this game proves it. I'm done with the Maz situation. It is what it is with Maz. I don't know. I can't even speak up for Maz. I don't know. But the thing is, the Lakers did what they supposed to do. They didn't have Whiteside. Who else was missing? There was a couple people missing. Winslow was missing. Freaking Dragic got ejected after JC gave him the forearm. After Dragic shoved him a couple times, but JC did start at the top of the key. I don't know what happened or transpired before that, but I know at the end JC gave him the forearm and he look, knocked him down yeah, I'm squaring out what you want. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of soft fans. I'm gonna say soft fans. Okay, oh no, JC shouldn't do that. Listen, I'm not all for the fighting. But sometimes you gotta let them know that the pretty boy swag can drop and the 100% ghetto gonna come out of you. It got to come out. And what I mean by that is that you gotta let people know that we're not gonna be a stomping ground. You're not gonna just allow us to come into your house and just do what you want to us. We're not gonna have that. Or you come to my house and we allow you to do what you want to us. It's not gonna happen. And I was kind of happy. I didn't want him to fight, but I was kind of happy that he was aggressive and he got in Dragic because Dragic was the one that was killing us. And I was saying earlier, Dragic was doing whatever he want, man. I don't care who they put on him. He was getting to the paint, laying it up, getting other people involved. And we were and the game was we were barely hanging on by a thread of leads, or they were taking the lead, wherever it may be. But as soon as Dragic went out, everybody got amped up, and that's when we went on and blew them out because they didn't have nobody. Matter of fact, Dragic is their leading scorer. So when he went out, it was game over for them. Like I said, because they didn't have Whiteside, they didn't have Winslow. And once he went out, it was it. They had no Chris Bosh. I don't know what's going on with him. And Miami just as soft as, well, not soft, but just as sorry as any other team, man. I'm just being honest. Their coach, I think he's Pat Riley's son, without people knowing, because ain't nowhere in the world this guy still should be coaching, because the only reason why he won those games back in the days because, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and all of them was there. He haven't done nothing since them guys left. So he should be fired at the end of the season anyway. It's time to move on with him. He freaking sucks. And I told a Miami fan that too. I said, it ain't really the team, it's the coach. He sucks. At the end of the day, he's just terrible. But I was happy to Lou Walton actually took advantage of the mismatches, took advantage of their weakness, and started going into paint, man, because without Whiteside, there was no reason for the Lakers not to go into the paint. And you had 6 people in double figures. The man of the hour that stood out of all people, was no other than freaking Lou Aldane. Lou Aldane had 19 points. He was killing. He was 8 for 12. And I got to throw the respect. You heard him at the beginning of the video, man. He told me getting JC to whoop my tail, so I got to give him respect, And I hope that, and like I said, I'm not going to always be hard on Lou Aldane, after, watching him over the last couple games and doing what he does. And also I had to remind myself of the previous couple videos where I did say something about him that I had to take it back because, wait a minute, hold up. We did have 6 people in double figures. There's not enough balls for everybody to score. So he did play defense, and I like that. So he did have 14 rebounds. Right now, to me, Lou Aldane is probably our best rebounder. I know a lot of people say Randall is, but really it's Dane. He's just in position to get the rebounds. And I think that if Randall can shoot threes, man, I would rotate them two. I would put Dane at the power forward and put Randall at the small forward. Only because Randall, since he's bringing the ball down, it makes more sense for him to play small forward than power forward. You know, and I don't know, but anyway, it was good. I mean, it was good to see Lou out there and go off. Randall still had a good game, though. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 15 points, a block, and a steal. Mine's only 16 minutes. You know, 2 rebounds, 5 points, and, you know, that was it. You know, they basically didn't put him in after that. You know, he only had 16 minutes, you know. So I'm just saying like this. If you're not going to use Miles Gov, man, throw him in some type of trade deal and get him up out of here, man. Go get an interior defender, man. I mean, seriously, I'm just being honest. If you're not going to use him, you might just go ahead and make a trade for him because ain't no point in paying him all that money. You're not going to use him. That, to me, is just the most stupidest thing of all. That's why I was like, why did we get him? You know what I mean? We could just started Tar Black at the beginning of the season and just went from there. You know, we didn't really have to go get Miles. Or we could just give Miles the minimum, you know, but I don't know what the minimum is based on the new CBA agreement. So I don't know. Maybe that is the minimum. But anyway, I just think that, you know, if you're not going to use them, it's time to just go ahead and, you know, by the February the 3rd, you know, just start looking at, you know, see if anybody can use the big man, you know. But I don't think nobody going to want to take that money. You know, Russell, you know, he had a good game, you know, not a good shooting game, you know, but he did go to the paint, and that's what I like. You know, he was going to the paint, you know, getting fouls, you know, going to the free throw line. He did have 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, no turnovers, which I like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the good thing, you know. He's not getting turnovers. And I was telling one of the guys that on Twitter, when he passed the ball to Miles, he threw a low pass to Miles, and Miles fumbled it. And I was saying, you know, when you're dealing with a center like Miles, because all centers are not, you know, think about it, centers are 7'1", 7'2". You know what I mean? I'm talking about real old original centers. They're not going to get down low to grab a ball. You know what I'm saying? Just like when the ball on the ground, you're not going to see too many centers dive on the ground for a ball. So with a center, you're supposed to throw it up high, not down low, because it makes it hard for them to get that ball, you know, because they tall. They got to get down to get it. So that's like the only biggest thing that I always see with Russell when it comes to Miles. It's like, you know, when he's distributing the ball to Miles, you just got to throw it up high. Miles is not a lobber. So that's what hurts them also. Miles can't even, he's not somebody that can catch lobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can, only once in a blue moon you probably see it, but it's not like he's somebody that's going to be always going up catching lobs. You know, he's one of the guys where you feed him, he find a move and go to the paint and dunk it or whatever. Not one of the guys who will catch a lob. Now Tar Black and Thompson are. Nick Young had a bad game. He was a little frustrated. You can see it in him. You know, he was getting too frustrated, letting the opposite team get to him a little bit. Didn't have a good game, but I was liking the idea that they took him out and brought in Brandon Ingram. Now Robinson, he had a good game. He played 17 minutes. This guy, man, in 17 minutes, man, this guy, if you think about it, if Robinson was playing like 25, 30 minutes, this guy averaged like 12, 13 boards. This guy had 9 rebounds in 17 minutes, 1 assist, 2 steals, 7 points. Now, Brandon Ingram, man, he was killing. I love what I see from him, man. Going to the paint, not selling for the jumper. Going to the paint, getting to the paint, man. Matter of fact, when JC was about to throw down with Dragic, I guess y'all might didn't catch this, but you see, Brandon was the first one to get up off that bench. I'm telling you, young boy about to go. You know, I might be skinny, y'all. Don't mistake the strength, you know, of my body. I knock you out. He probably got that long reach. You know, you don't want to get in there with Brandon Ingram, but they hold him back. They're like, nah, don't do that. You know, JC might get suspended. I don't know. I definitely know he probably gonna get fined. So he might be suspended for the next game coming up. I don't know how they might do it. Him and Dragic. But Brandon had a good game, man. 17 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. He was 5-5 from the free throw line. You know, I was happy, man. He was going to the paint. That's what I like, man. Going to the paint, man. Get in there, get them shots, man. You know, Tar Black, 25 minutes, 11 boards. You know, 1 block, 10 points. Killing the offensive board, man. And this goes out to Tar Black because Tariq Black, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call him Tar Black. But Lew Walton challenged him, right? Because remember, Lew Walton came out and said that in order for Black to get his playing time back, he got to show he won it. So since that, you know, Black been going out there and he actually been showing that he won it, and Luke Walton been going with that matchup with him, or the lineup with him and Robinson, you know, the Twin Towers, and it's been working out pretty good for them, man, defensive wise, because these two guys are real physical, man, and that's why my minutes are kind of like dropping. But I'm also seeing that towards the end, he still go with that small ball. And I don't really mind it this last game because Miami didn't have nobody. But we can't keep doing that small ball over and over again, man, because teams are knowing this, man, and they're taking advantage of it. You know what I mean? But we still won the game, what was a good thing. Calderon came in for a little bit, ain't do too much. Lou Williams came in always, 9 for 19, took a lot of shots, though. He had a couple turnovers, too, that was his fault, man. Like, he's 6'1", and when he get trapped, man, it's hard for him to make passes. You know, especially when he picked the ball up. That's one thing Lou Williams should never do is pick the ball up, you know, as a guard. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to shoot it. If not, make that pass. Don't pick the ball up because you get trapped and you're making them turnovers, and you are constantly doing that on a regular basis in every game where you're getting trapped. But he still had 24 points, and I was happy about that. Now the team stats, we're gonna go to that real quick. I'm not gonna be so hyped because I feel like at the end of the day, it was a good game, but I'm not gonna get overexcited about it. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not gonna get overexcited about it based on the fact that this is Miami with 3 of their players out. Where Dragic was in there, but he was basically out. Chris Bosh is out, so. And I don't know what's going with them. But anyway, Miami shot 41% from the field. Lakers shot 50%. That had to do a lot of attacking the paint. 3-point percentage. This time the Lakers was 10 for 28. I still rather for them to shoot 24, but it is what it is. It's the new NBA era, and it sucks to me, because everybody wants to shoot the 3. But I like the old school way where you just get to the paint, draw the foul, and get to the free throw line. A lot of people don't. A lot of players shy away from physical contact, and that to me is like, I don't know, man. It is what it is. I just like the Lakers going to the paint. But anyway, Lakers shot 35% from the 3-point arc. Miami shot 25%, 8 for 32. That reminded me of the Lakers on one of the previous games. Matter of fact, the game just before this one. Free throws made. Miami shot 59% from the free throw. Lakers shot 72% from the free throw. Listen, I want to say this over and over again. The Lakers really got to practice on hitting free throws. Anytime Tar Black is a good free throw shooter and your guard's shooting worse than him, that's a problem, man. Like, seriously, like, there's no reason for our players to really be hitting free throws. I'm telling you guys, free throws will help your stats a lot, man. Especially it help. It is a situation between a win and a loss. You know what I mean? Like, free throws are very important, man. We got to hit them. You know what I'm saying? We missed 8 of them. I mean, it's not bad, but still, Miami missed a lot too. 16 for 27. Just imagine they hit some of them. They wouldn't won, but they would still been kind of in the game. But it is what it is. Now rebounding, we killed them because they ain't had Whiteside, man. They had 51 rebounds. We had 70. That's what I like. Take advantage of these boys while they're weak. That's how you're supposed to do it because everybody was doing it to the Lakers. So everybody get back what they deserve. Offensive rebounds, they had 11. We had 18. That's what I'm talking about. Defensive rebounds, we had 44 to their 30. They had 10 team rebounds. They had 10 out of 8. Now, the hustle man points, I like to see it look much better. Assists, I like to see it get over 24, but we were close to it. We had 22 to their 17. Steals, we had 6 to their 5. Blocks, we got to get up on the interior defense, man. We only had 2 blocks to their 7. We hovering around 2 or 3 blocks a game. That to me is still not good because teams know that we're weak in the interior and they coming at us. So, our centers got to do a lot more, especially Miles. I mean, I can't really speak on it because he's not getting that many minutes. Total turnovers, we only had 13 to their 10. Points off turnover, we had 17 to their 6. Fast break points, they did have 15 though, and that had a lot to do with Dragic, and we had 7. Points in the paint though, we had they had 48, we had 68 points. We actually kept them out of the paint, which I like. You know what I mean? So it was pretty much decent. I guess that's the reason why Miles doesn't get much playing time. But I'm just saying, if you gonna pay him that type of money, you gotta play him. If not, then you gotta make a trade for him. Simple as that. Personal fouls, not too bad, but all in all, it was a good game. That's all I gotta say. It was a very wonderful game. We won. We did what we supposed to do with this team. We beat them. I'm happy. I'm excited. The hype box is real. I'm not gonna get too hyped, but it is what it is. I'm hyped to the max, baby. Sing it to me. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you like about this game. Look forward to the next game. You guys be safe out there. Have a blessed day. And as always, I'm coming from your mama's basement.